Kevin Gosman was one. Who do you think I'm talking about that has some inconsistencies that people are up in arms about?
Well, there's a couple, but I'm going to go with Fuji.
Ding, ding, ding. See, you know me well now, Brad, and I'm proud of you for that. Fuji, Shintaro Fujinami came in last night, closed out the game.
Yeah.
1 inning, 3 punchies.
Disgusting.
Okay, and you know what? I will say this. With people going, oh, it's a low leverage situation, I don't know what to say. I understand it was a low leverage situation, but we're acting like when he was against the Mets, it was a closer game, immaculate inning almost.
Yeah.
He had a close game had the save against the Mariners where, yes, McCann came out there and riled him down, but that's a runner on second base, which is a very tough position to be in.
A hot Mariners team, by the way.
And hot, very hot. So you do that. And then, yes, he had some blunders, but the game in Oakland where he gave up the homer, he was around the plate. He hung a splitter, and when a splitter is not going down and you throw it 93 and a guy's expecting 103, he's probably going to be a little bit early, and that's what that hitter was. Diaz was a little bit early, and he pulls the ball down the line.
Yep.
Whammy. It happens. But Fuji, I mean, you can't. This is the moments I'm talking about. It was the 2, 3, 4 hitters and striking out Vlad Guerrero Jr. to end the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude's a stud. And so my point is he can do that. Struck out the side. Yep. So with everyone, Gosman's the example. I know the Orioles are in a playoff hunt, but Fuji has every ability to become something for the Orioles that is even more greater than people can fully understand. And I hope that we give him that time to figure that out.
Yeah, I've been saying this ever since we traded for him, and that it's hard as shit to hit a 103-mile fastball.
Yeah.
On our fastball. So, like, the fact that he can just do that and be somewhat consistent with it, he's getting better. You know, he's better than what he was at the beginning of the year, especially when he was a starter. Ever since he became a reliever, it seems as if he started to turn some things around. And if he can gain some serious control over that 103-mile-an-hour fastball, he's just going to be unhittable.
I mean, and here's the context too. Let's do the story of Shintaro Fujinami here. Just his travel, his what his life has been since coming to professional baseball in the U.S. He leaves Japan, comes to Oakland. So first time he's no longer in his home country. You're playing for the Oakland A's, who are terrible. Yeah. And when you're on a team like that, you can talk to people. It is a hard culture to go right into when it's constant losing over and over and over again. So then there's the language barrier. You're playing for a terrible team. You're a starting pitcher, and then you're becoming a reliever. You're trying to figure it out. And then all of a sudden, most people, it's a breath of fresh air going somewhere else, which it was. And I still think it's the best thing for him long term. Yeah. But then you're going from games where they really didn't matter, and he was starting to figure it out too, relieving, by the way, like that month.
Yep. Which is why they traded for him.
Exactly. But then you come to Baltimore, where now every game matters.
Yeah.
And again, you're going from one coast to the other, and you're still trying to figure out life outside of Japan, and also trying to figure out a new role, and also pitching in the most stressful games of your entire career.
Well, and I will say that he, by his own admission,
yes,
when he blew that the Blue Jays game, he was like, I just felt like I was under a lot of pressure. And so, of course, like when a player says something like that, everybody's going to take that out of proportion. But it's just like, that's just a reality, right? Like you're never going to go through your entire career and not feel some sort of pressure. So I think that while we can take that and blow it up if we really wanted to, I don't know if it really was as significant as a lot of people were perceiving it to be.
And it's true. I'm not saying that you guys shouldn't have worries about it, but my point is 103 doesn't grow on trees.
No.
That nastiness doesn't grow on trees. Kevin Gosman, what he did, there's a reason why he was a first-round pick. So it just took time in the right place. I think Baltimore's the right place.
Yeah.